As kids, we set our dreams sky high. For me, literally sky high, because I remember I used to want to be an astronaut. But hell, I wanted to revive dinosaurs when I was a kid. Sometimes both of them at once. Like, I had so many dreams. I wanted to be an athlete. I wanted to be a cricketer because I used to be thought into cricket back then. I used to want to be an artist as soon as I got started playing guitar. And nobody really told us no back then. Nobody really told us we were wrong for dreaming that big. But as time passed and we grew older, that changed. And we started absorbing these social norms set by the people around us, people in our classes in schools, people in our family, people in our circles, our friends. And we started to believe that having these huge, ridiculous dreams are unrealistic. But if you really think about it, are those dreams really unrealistic? I mean, who even sat down and decided what's realistic and what's not? And where exactly did we draw the line of what's realistic and what's not? Would it be so crazy to believe that all of those things could still work out? Would it be so crazy to just close your eyes and take a leap of faith and just hope and dream as big as our imaginations love us to? Self-belief is something we all often struggle with, and most of the time it's behind closed doors. Because we hate to admit that we are the problem, that it's no one else but us that's stopping us from going towards our dreams. We try our best to blame external circumstances on why we don't do the things we love and why we don't chase our dreams, because it's always so much easier to blame someone else, the economy, the timing, or the people around us. And we mask our excuses for not chasing our dreams behind things like being stable, being responsible, or being realistic. But the truth is, and I tend to tell myself this more often than I say it out loud, that the only thing that's standing in between you and the person you dream on becoming is the personality that you keep on feeding yourself day by day. The person you say you are and the person you act like day by day. And I've been thinking about this a lot lately, how we tend to let these external circumstances mold us into a person that we don't really want to become, and how we allow ourselves to be limited to places and situations that we're not sure we belong in. And I'll tell you a little personal story about this. So if you know me, you know that since I was a kid, I used to love making videos, whatever kind it was. I loved making of the script, I loved designing the visuals, I loved putting them all together and making this storyline out of it. I loved everything about it. And that passion is what made me start making YouTube videos as well. And there was this period of time that I had to stop making videos because I really couldn't manage to find the time to do it. And during that time, whenever I met a new person, there was always this resistance in me to admit or kind of take accountability for the fact that I loved making videos, which is weird because that was who I am. But I still felt this resistance to actually own up to it. So I was always like, oh yeah, I used to make videos and you'll see that on my social profiles, but don't really mind them because I don't really make them anymore. But every time I said that, I felt bad. I felt bad about myself and I hated it every time I did that because I felt like I was forcing myself to become a person that I didn't like so that whoever the person I met at the time liked me. And few of the people that actually went through these videos when I shared my socials with them made a few jokes about it which never really stuck. But there was this one person who came back to me the next day and told me that he actually liked the videos and he loved the production and he was amazed by the fact that I did that by myself. And it's weird because deep down I knew that I loved making videos and I was just letting the people around me decide if I should do what I love or just fit into this norm that everyone else was following.
See yourself as high as you possibly can see yourself, right? Clarify and define your vision for yourself in the highest possible way that you can see it. Do you want to see yourself as high as you possibly can, right? That's your first job, is to see it as high as you can see it. Be delusional, to the point where your mind, right at the apex of what your mind believes is possible, maybe push past that even a little bit and define it.
You've got to know where you want to go before you start your journey. Because you want to go towards your goal, not away from it. So you have to be sure. You have to first see yourself there. See that version of you standing in that place and living that life. And don't flinch from it. Embrace it and own it. Because life isn't as complicated as it looks. It's just actions and reactions everywhere. Your life is basically how you act and then how you react to how everyone else around you acts. Stop running towards reasons to fall back. Stop letting doubt take over all of your vision. Every time you question yourself, come back to the same place of who you are and why you chose to be that person, because that's your anchor. That's what keeps you standing when everything around you seems to fall apart. Because you have to prepare for the fight. And it's not with the world, it's not with anyone else, it's with the version of you that's already settled in. The one that knows all of your weaknesses, all of your excuses and every reason to stay comfortable. The old you doesn't go quietly. Every morning when you wake up, you're going to war with that person. So hold the line, day by day. Do the things the new person would do, and then when the old you shows up, keep fighting it. The only way you build real self-belief is by proving to yourself over and over again that you can beat that person. Not just once, every day.